Every AI agent that I have built, I feel that it's suffering from a problem known as amnesia. You close the tab and your agent forgets everything. You start a new session and it's like meeting a completely new stranger. So where does the problem lie? For building these AI agents, we might require multiple databases. Vector DB for embeddings, for example, Pinecone or VV8. Relational DB for structured data, for example, PostgreSQL. And document store for unstructured data, for example, MongoDB. But it is a huge problem. 3 billing dashboards, 3 failure points, and constant data syncing. Today I'm going to show you how can you build a deep research agent with persistent memory, that too with just one database, that is Oracle 26 AI database. And you know the best part, it runs on their always free tier. Also, before starting this video, if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more such AI content coming ahead. And thanks to Oracle for collaborating with me on this content piece. You know the major problem lies in data fragmentation. Let's see what this problem is and how are we gonna solve with Oracle 26 AI database. So the problem is data fragmentation. Let's try and understand what data fragmentation is. Let's take a simple example of how a traditional AI agent architecture looks like, right? We have an AI agent that's connected to multiple databases. For example, we have Pinecone for vectors, we have PostgreSQL for metadata, and we have MongoDB, let's say, to store documents. And all three of them comes with their own cost. So we need to spend dollars using three different databases. So these are certain red flags, right? We have three databases, we have three bills coming in, we have complex sync logic, and we have multiple failure points, right? At any point of time, you can have that failure. So there are different things. First, it's cost. You are paying for three separate services. Second, it's complexity, right? Keeping the data across different databases. Third is latency. You might have like the network calls between databases might be a problem again. Reliability, like if your one agent or if your one database fails, then your entire agent breaks at some point of time. And development time, right? You need to learn three different databases and then you need to build. There's a huge learning time that you need to spend. Now, for example, you have something known as your Oracle 26 AI database. So how different this Oracle AI 26 AI database is. So you have your AI agent, and this is a single database that has multiple different properties, and we are going to see. So this has, first of all, a free tier of 20 GB, right? It's always free tier that you have. Secondly, it has native vector data type, as you can see here. It has HNSW indexes, it has JSON support, relational tables, ACID transition. So all of this in one single database. One database, there's one bill, there's no sync needed, no failure point or just single failure point. And there's just one API that you need to learn. So the learning time has reduced a lot. And all of these features, for example, if we talk about native vector data type, right? So you can store embeddings directly in tables, no conversion or serialization needed at any point of time. It has HNSW that you already know, right? Hierarchical navigable small world indexes. That has probably the fastest approximate nearest neighbor search and 95% accuracy with sub-millisecond queries. It also has convergence of all vectors, JSON, relational, graph, all in one database, and ACID transactions across all data types. So now let's try and see how can you build something using Oracle AI database. That something is a deep research agent that would have context of whatever it has been supplied to you, and it doesn't forget as a normal AI agent. So our next step would look like we'll set up Oracle Cloud free tier. I'll show you some of the steps that you can go through. It is free to onboard on, so you can onboard it on from any email ID. You can install dependencies, so we'll be installing some of the dependencies. And third, we'll be building a research agent. So in that research agent, there will basically be 4 steps. We'll have a DB connection, we'll create schema with vector type, we'll create a memory store with vector search, and the research agent. And after that, we'll have a small test setup where we'll try to test this agent ourselves. Now the first step here is to register on Oracle. So you go to oracle/cloud/free, you click on start for free. Once you click on start for free, you just need to fill in your information. For example, if you're filling India, you can fill your first name, that is Arsh. You can fill your last name, that is Koel. You can fill in your email ID. It can be any email ID that you have. It is, for example, I'll fill my previous email ID. Once you verify that you're a human, then you can, that could Shelton. This email is already registered, has an account here, but you can create your account. I'll list down the steps on how can you create your account here. So the steps include, you need to click on start for free, then you need to fill in your details as I was filling here. Then you need to verify your email ID. You can add a payment method. It's always free till 20 GB, so you don't need to pay, and your amount will only be cut if you upgrade it, right? So you don't need to upgrade it. You can use it in your free tier, and you need to select the region that is nearest to your place to get the best latency. Now, once you sign up and log in, you need to press. You'll see something like this, and you need to press this hamburger screen. Once you click on hamburger screen, you'll see Oracle AI database. You need to click on Oracle AI database, then autonomous AI database. Once you click on autonomous AI database, click on create autonomous AI database, and you need to fill in your display name. For example, you can fill in anything. Research agent is what I'm gonna fill. It can be your display name. Your database name can also be, let's say, research db1. Your compartment name, it can be anything. Which workload you want to select, you need to select transaction processing. Database configuration, always free. Which database, 26 AI is what we are going to work with. You can leave it as it is. You need to set up a password for your username, right? So this password is very important. So you can set up anything, but make sure you fulfill the requirements, anything, and we are done. And you need to click on create. So a database would be created. You need to wait for certain minutes for it to get processed, right? So it is provisioning, right? It will take some time. Maybe it will take 5-10 minutes, and you will receive an email when this provisioning is complete. Once this provisioning is complete, then you need to click on database connection. Let's wait for this provisioning to get completed. As you can see, now the research agent is available. You need to click on database connection. Once you click on database connection, there's a wallet. You need to click on instance wallet or regional wallet. Let's click on instance wallet, and you need to click on download wallet, and you need to create a password here again. So once you create a password here again, and you can click on download. So once you download the wallet, that's it. So these are the certain connection strings that are coming. You need to save these connection strings and make sure that these prefixes and suffixes you are aware of. So save these connection strings, and we are done. So mostly our setup is done, and now we'll go to the actual code base and we'll try to install some dependencies that we have for building something like this. So the basic dependencies, right? So we'll install these dependencies. We'll create a new folder on our desktop. Let's name it as deep research agent. Then we'll go to this repository. We will create a virtual environment, and then we'll install required packages: Oracle DB, OpenAI, Python environment, and pip install requests. So these are the things that we need to create. Then we need to create an environment file. So you need to create an environment file, touch.env. This is the environment file that you need to create, and the environment file should contain all of this, right? So the environment file should contain your Oracle user. So for example, it's admin, then Oracle password, your password that you just set up, Oracle DSN, it needs to be the same, Oracle wallet location, it needs to be the same. Then it's your OpenAI API key, right? So OpenAI API key, you need to get it from your platform.openai.com, and you will get your OpenAI API key that will be used for this. So make an environment file inside your deep research agent, and input all these details inside it. So this is how your setup would be done for building something like this. Now let's come back to our research agent. So I have already created this folder. Now this is the folder that I have created specifically for something like this. I'll share the entire code base in the description below, so you can check all the code bases also. Plus I'll share the link to Oracle database for you to connect. You can go through the page, as well as you can register for, and you can get your free trial started. So these are the main 4 files. We'll have main.py where the entire research agent code is there, that I'm going to explain how it is and how it is going to be useful for you. There's .env file that I've just explained what it is. Main, from where we'll be running this demo, and there's an agent demo.py that I'll run at the end, and I'll showcase how this is working and how this is seamlessly integrated with our Oracle 26 AI database. So we'll be loading environment variables. We'll be importing some of the libraries that we have. This configuration from .env. And the first function is connect, right? So we are connecting to our 26 AI autonomous database. So what exactly this Oracle DB here refers to? This Oracle DB driver is Oracle's official Python driver, and it supports both thin mode for direct connections and thick mode with Oracle client libraries. For cloud connections, maybe you can use Wallet for secure TLS authentication, but this is something that you need to take care of. Second thing is we are creating this schema, right? Schema for our vector type. It will be trying to see what exactly we are doing here. So this is very important, right? Query embedding with vector 1536 and float 32. So you notice this is exactly Oracle 26 AI's native vector data type. We are specifying 1536. Any guesses why? Because this is to match the OpenAI's text embedding 3 small model and the HNSW index that enables lightning fast similarity search, right? Next, after this, we have memory store for vector search that you can see. This is the code that we have written, and here also there's something that's very important that you see on the screen, that is vector distance, right? So it basically calculates the cosine similarity between our query embeddings and all the stored embeddings, right? And the HNSW index makes it very fast even with millions of these vectors. And this is basically the research agent where we are checking the memory first, then we are generating a response, then we are storing in memory, and this is how we are running. So this is basically the code for our deep research agent that we are building, and now we can test this also. How to test this, right? I've created something known as agent demo. You can see what we are trying to do here is we are trying to make the first research query wherein I'm saying what are the latest developments in quantum computing, right? Let's see what it gives. Then the second research query is, again, it's related to the above topic that we have. How does quantum computing affect cryptography? And third is like, then we are doing the memory recall. So now I'll try to run this and see what exactly we are observing. Python 3 agent demo.py. So I'll try to run. So it's asking me for the phrase. For this is the password, right? So PEM passphrase is the password that you have already set up. So I know the password. So I'll click on password. So it is first of all the first question, right? What are the latest developments in quantum computing? It is checking the memory, and the similarity is 1. Next, when it is generating the response and storing in memory. Now the second query. How does quantum computing affect cryptography? So this is, for example, I'm testing it for the third time. I've already tested it twice. Then that's why the similarity is 1 here. But the third time, right? If I would have tested it for the first time, similarity is 0.96 because it is taking context from the above query that I've already had for this. Now again, memory recall for subsequent query is 0.493, 0.486. So this is how my deep research agent that I built has context, and you can see that in the demo. And we have done that using our Oracle 26 AI database. This has been super amazing. We have saved a lot of money, we have saved a lot of time, we have saved a lot of learning resources, and everything is integrated in one single database. I have put together a complete notebook with entire code base of today's session, and you can access it for free. Also, make sure you check out Oracle's free tier of 26 AI database. I think that's going to be super useful for creating something like a deep research agent that we did today. Also, let me know in the comments below, what are you going to build with this database? Maybe it can be a personal assistant or somebody who can remember your code base. Once again, thanks to Oracle for partnering with me on this content. Be super excited for what's coming ahead on this channel. That was it for this particular video. See you in another video. Till then, all the best, good luck, and bye.